Hey guys, it's Kate. I am back today with a winter haul. So the last haul that you guys saw was specifically Christmas related stuff, but I've also purchased some things again between like end of October through November into, of course, December. That is for the colder weather months, or actually some of it's a preview for spring, which is crazy, but it's not specifically Christmas. So I wanted to keep the two separate. So this is all the not Christmas stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Costco. We are Costco members. I believe we're on the executive level. We usually go once a month or every couple of months, but when we go, we stock up. And I will say, do not skip on the clothes, the books. There's an entire middle section that is, aside from, of course, all of the food along the ends and the back, that has some really great stuff. And so the first thing book related that I got was the illustrated copy of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This brings my collection to the illustrated completion as of publishing. I have all of them. So of course, all that remains is Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. But these books are absolutely stunning. I've shared before that I have been reading them to Abel at night because he has read the Harry Potter books, but when he was a kid in Mexico, so he read them in Spanish. He hasn't read them in English. So it's been really fun to have that time with him. We definitely do not do it every night. And generally when I read to him, he falls asleep. So I don't know what that says about me and my reading. But these are just stunning for me because as I'm reading, I get to look at the illustrations in the book. This is the one I just showed you, was The House of Black. I'm just trying to flip to another double page here that you guys can see. A lot of the illustrations in here are very dark, so it's gonna, I feel like, kind of gonna be hard to see, but here's another one. This is, I'm assuming, the map of the Ministry of Magic. Just upon first glance, yep, level 1, Minister of Magic's office, level 2, Department of Magical Law Enforcement, all the way down to the floor below level 9. So, I mean, just absolutely stunning. $31.99 for that, but it's a thick girl, so I definitely think it's well worth it. Next, what I appreciate Costco does, and I feel like they do quite a bit, are sets of things. So I actually have 2 sets of things I wanted to show you. You know what, I say that, and this was actually not a set. I do have 1 set of things to show you. These 2 did not come in a set. I purchased them individually. But they are these Mondetta Everyday Shorts. And I am a teacher. This is your first video of mine. So I do have Christmas and spring and summer breaks. So there are times, and then of course on the weekends as well, that I have some more casual time or downtime that I don't have to wear professional wear or business casual. So I picked up these shorts. These ones are in the shade, I was going to tell you exactly, but of course it doesn't say. But they're a really pretty teal color. Dang it, I almost got away with it. Here comes Ollie, and he's notorious for being really bad about when I film. I usually have to close my door. I know, honey, just lay down. They're really nice. And then I also picked them up in a black just because I thought the black would be a lot more versatile, but they're really nice. They're longer, which I appreciate. I definitely don't like the really short, like little 3-inch shorts. And they also had a really nice kind of camel color, but they didn't have that one in my size, so I might have to check online for that. This is the one that I said came in a set of 2. So they had these in about 3 or 4 different colorways. I really liked this one because Valentine's Day is just around the corner. So I liked the red shirt with the embroidered love. And I thought the one that it was paired with, which is this navy and white stripe, would just be a great simple tee for the cruises that we have coming up. I thought that that was just a good staple to have. So really good set. Then I got some outerwear pieces because I know I don't live in snow country. I'm seeing those videos on Instagram that show people in Seattle that have had a freeze literally having to sit or on their hands and knees crawl on the streets because they're sliding around. That is so scary to me. but it's been really cold for Orlando. Last night and then into this morning, it was 30 degrees. My husband and I went on a run, and it was, I think, like the highest it got to throughout the run was 33. My ear, it was actually really painful running and having the wind blow past and blow into my ear canals. So that really wasn't fun for me, but I'm not used to it. I'm sure people who live in those really cold climates probably think we're a bunch of babies, but that's really cold for us. So I really liked this little plaid button up. I really do love plaid, but I find most plaid prints are more masculine leaning, and I definitely like to dress more feminine. So finding some that look more feminine with kind of like this magenta and purple is kind of tricky, but I really, really liked this one. And you can button it up and just wear it like that. You can leave it unbuttoned. You can tie it up at the bottom. There's a lot of different ways to wear flannel or plaid, whichever. And then this is a shacket I got. I love a shacket. I probably have 4 at this point, which is probably too many for a Floridian, but this one is by the brand HFX and does not have the price on it. So I can't help you there, but it is cream and has pink and kind of like a orangey gold plaid print there. So absolutely love it. Those are all my Costco finds. I'm gonna grab my big Disney pile and I'll be right back. All right, so for Disney, I've got quite a conglomerate of things here. I'm actually gonna show you jewelry first because I'm gonna forget, but I'm purposely wearing some of it right now. So I follow a ton of beauty influencers. I said beauty, which is true, but I meant Disney influencers as well on Instagram, one of which being Crystal Everdeen. And she did a sponsorship with Girls Crew, which is a jewelry company I had never heard of prior, but they did an entire Wakanda Forever collection. And since seeing the movie, I have been very much, I mean, I obviously have always loved Black Panther, but I think the reason that they partnered with Wakanda Forever is because Girls Crew is a woman-owned brand, Wakanda Forever being very women empowering with Shuri and her story through the movie. So I was trying to be very careful how I worded that for people who still haven't seen it. So anyway, I got all of the pieces in the collection. The first of which is this little Black Panther ring. This was actually the only thing I was going to get. I'm definitely a ring girl, but I ended up just loving everything and couldn't pick, so I just got everything. They also have these little hoop earrings, and then I am wearing the necklace, which keeps going underneath my shirt here, but that is the necklace, which is absolutely beautiful. I know I'm a little bit farther back. Hopefully you can still see it, but I love that they have the little Black Panther head throughout all of the pieces, so it definitely correlates together, and I think it's just so simplistic and beautiful. I absolutely love it. The other thing I got is from Spinning Carousel, I believe, on Etsy, and it is a 1971. She has the years for, I think, all of the park openings. 1971 is obviously for Magic Kingdom here at Walt Disney World. I especially loved this year, not only because I'm a Disney World girly, we live here in Orlando, but also my mom was born in the year 1970, so I think that kind of just holds a special place in my heart. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you some ears. I do have 3 ears. I showed you the pink fuzzy spirit jersey in a previous haul. The ears finally made their way over here, and I did manage to pick them up for myself, so I got those. And then I got these beauties. We were literally at Rainforest Cafe for dinner, and my mom saw on Instagram that these dropped at World of Disney, so as soon as we finished eating, we walked over to World and I grabbed these for myself. These are the new peach embroidered collection. I absolutely love the pearl detailing around the ear itself, the ruffle bow. They are embroidered on the front, not on the back, but I think that is okay. And they match the peach embroidered spirit jersey, which I will show you in a second. And then I am kind of getting sick of the 50th merch a little bit, only because it's been going on for a year and a half. But I absolutely loved these and did grab these before the 50th stuff started to go away. These are beautiful navy blue with iridescent diamantes and that gold bow. I think, excuse me, these are absolutely stunning. And they do say Walt Disney World 50th there on the side of the ear headband. What I will say is these have jumped up in price to $35 a pair. I remember when we first moved here, I think they were 20 or 25 at the most. So these have definitely gone up significantly, and they gotta slow down. The other headpiece that I got was this one. This is also 35, so same price as the ears, but it is a pastel fuzzy bucket hat. We all know I love a bucket hat. It's a really pretty lime green at the top, and then pastel blue and pink, and of course has that embroidered Mickey. I know this is not going to match my Wakanda stuff I got going on, but I mean, so you can do the little flip up the top a la Blossom, right? She does the little flip up, or you can leave it down, but I mean, and there is a set on Shop Disney that correlates. I think it's like all part of the same collection. Very nostalgic, very kind of vintage Mickey and Minnie Friends. And it's this blue. It's a little crop top and sweatpants. I more than likely will be buying that, so look for that in a future haul. But oh my god, so cute. And I apologize for the kind of crummy lighting. I have my Christmas tree right in front of my window, and so every sit down video that I've been filming throughout December, the light has been being blocked by the Christmas tree, so I kind of feel like I see it going in and out as I'm filming. I'm sorry about that. Before we move into apparel, I wanted to show you my one-off little plush. So we were able to go see Cirque Drawn to Life at Disney Springs. That was one of the Christmas presents that I got for my mom this year. And obviously she knew about it because we went before Christmas. We went on the 23rd, which was yesterday. I'm filming this on Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas Eve if you celebrate. But the show was absolutely phenomenal. I didn't really know much of anything about it when we went in, but it made me laugh. It made me like get anxiety watching these performers do their professional artistry acrobatics up in the air without any kind of suspension, like attaching them to like safety nets or harnesses or anything like that. It made me cry. It just was like a full range of emotions, and it was so good. So I did end up picking up the little plush that says Cirque du Soleil, and he's got funny little hair. It's the owl. The owls have an entire act in the show, so I thought that that was a good commemorative piece. And then I also got this tee. I have been loving getting my husband's size, or a larger size, in t-shirts and long sleeves and things like that I can just wear with biker shorts and be super casual. And so that's what I did here. It just says Cirque du Soleil Disney Drawn to Life, and it's a really pretty kind of like minty blue and a cornflower blue tie-dye. Nothing on the back, but absolutely love that. Then when Abel and I were at Disney Springs looking for last minute stocking stuffers for mom, I did see this collection. I know this isn't super new, but we as annual pass holders got 30% off there for about a month or so. So I figured 30% was as good a time as any to pick this up. It is, I think, from no, it's not Her Universe. I'm sorry. It's just Star Wars branded, but it's this sweet little vest top that's black and white stripes and has gold embroidery of the characters R2-D2, C-3PO, Princess Leia, Chewie, and Yoda. And it says, "May the Force be with you," there on the top left. And so you can wear, I probably am going to wear like a long sleeve shirt under this to keep bundled up and warm, but I thought that that was really sweet. And then I did pick up the matching pants. So the pants are a really beautiful mauve pink and have black piping down the sides of the legs. And then here along the bottom where your ankle would go, like, you know, the end of your foot and into your ankle, is that same embroidery. I'm trying to show you. Don't know how well I modeled that, but you guys get the picture, hopefully. And then on the other side is the May the Force be with you. I just should have done this. I should have not stuck my hand in the pant leg. I thought like opening it up would be better, but I just should have flattened it out. There you go. Cute, right? Absolutely love those. And then onto the Spirit jerseys. I have, of course, the 100th. I know all the 100th merchandise has been releasing. Did not get the lounge fly. I'm contemplating the ears. But really, aside from that and this Spirit jersey are really the only pieces that really grabbed my attention. This one's stunning. I would not say it's tie-dye. I would say it's almost more like airbrush spots of that kind of tealy blue, lilac, and pink with silver fireworks all over. And on the back, you have the Walt Disney World in silver letters. And on the bottom, which is the best part, you have the entire crew. Minnie, Mickey, Goofy, Pluto, Daisy, Donald, Chip and Dale with the Disney 100, which is the 100 Years of Wonder. So they've got their 100th outfits on. All silver and purple, absolutely stunning. This is the peach embroidery Spirit jersey. I was showing the ears too. So along the sleeve here, you have the embroidered flowers. Hopefully that's showing on camera. And then the Spirit jersey itself is just beautiful and peach and velvet. Perfect for this time of year. And then lastly, I did get myself a Disney Vacation Club pullover. I picked this up at Saratoga when Abel and I stayed for our 7-year wedding anniversary, which was in November. So like I said, I definitely have been collecting these pieces over the past couple of months, but I picked this up then, I think. Or you know what? I might have picked this up at Grand Floridian when we went to see the gingerbread house, but that was also in November. Anyway, I picked this up because I'm a DVC member, so I do like the DVC merch. All right, that was all for Disney. I do have Target and Uniqlo, and then I think we're done. So let me go ahead and grab that stuff next. All right, I have Target and Uniqlo in front of me. And for Target, I wanted to start off with the books. I was doing so good at the beginning of this year about reading at least a book a month. Around October, I fell off the wagon a little bit. So I'm hoping to pick it back up again in the new year with the at least one book a month. And so I found 3 at Target that looked really interesting to me. The first is The Kindest Lie by Nancy Johnson. And I figured I'd read you the back if you guys were curious about these as well. It says, it's 2008, and the rise of Barack Obama ushers in a new kind of hope. In Chicago, Ruth Tuttle, an Ivy League educated black engineer, is married to a kind and successful man. He's eager to start a family, but Ruth is uncertain. She has never gotten over the baby she gave birth to and was forced to give up when she was a teenager. She knows that to move forward, she must make peace with the past. Returning home to the Indiana factory town of her youth, Ruth discovers that it is plagued by unemployment, racism, and despair. While her family is happy to see her, they remind her of the painful sacrifices they made to give her a shot at a better future. As Ruth uncovers the burning secrets they desperately want to hide, she befriends Midnight, a young white boy who is also looking for connection. When a traumatic incident strains the town's already scorching racial tensions, Ruth and Midnight find themselves on a collision course that could upend both their lives. So we've got that one. Also have All the Lonely People by Mike Gale. And this is the back of this one. It says, in weekly phone calls to his daughter in Australia, widower Hubert Bird paints a picture of the perfect retirement in London, packed with fun, friendship, and fulfillment. But it's a lie. In reality, Hubert's days are all the same, dragging on without him seeing a single soul. Until his daughter says she's coming for a visit. It's good news that turns out to be the worst news ever. News that will force him out again into a world that had made him suffer for being a black immigrant from Jamaica, the same world he has long since turned his back on. Now Hubert faces a seemingly impossible task, to make his real life resemble his fake life before the truth comes out. By turns of funny and moving mediation, On love, race, old age, and friendship, All the Lonely People is an uplifting reminder of the power of ordinary people to make an extraordinary difference. There's that one. And then finally, I got The Floating Girls because I loved where the Crawdads sing so much. And this one on the back, you'll see why I was instantly drawn to it. The backwaters of Georgia hold many buried secrets, but they won't stay buried forever. One hot, sticky summer in Bledsoe, Georgia, 12-year-old Kay Whitaker stumbles across a stilt house in a neighboring marsh, and upon Andy Weber, a boy about her age. He and his father have recently moved back to Georgia from California, and rumors of the suspicious drowning of Andy's mother years earlier have chased them there and back. Kay is fascinated and enamored with Andy, and she doesn't listen when her father tells her to stay away from the Webers. But when Kay's sister goes missing, the mystery of Mrs. Weber's death and Kay's parents' potential role in it come to light. Kay and her brothers must investigate the layers of secrets that emerge in the course of the investigation as their family and the world as they know it unravels around them. The Floating Girls is a wonderfully atmospheric Southern novel that will appeal to the readers of Where the Crawdads Sing. At once wickedly funny and heartbreaking, it is an immersive coming-of-age story narrated by a feisty, smart, yet undeniably vulnerable girl reminiscent of a modern-day Scout Finch, a character who will live in readers' hearts for a long time to come. So I'm actually going to read this one first, I think, because I teach 8th grade and we just finished To Kill a Mockingbird. And so we're right now finishing Mockingjay for the Hunger Games series. But although a difficult read, I think it was a really important read for my 8th grade students. And I think definitely by the end, the majority of them really loved it. And just depending on how this one reads, I think it would be really cool for them to see how that novel that many years ago is inspiring characters just like Scout Finch in today's publications, as I think this is a new book. I actually didn't look when this was copyrighted. Yeah, 2022. So this is brand new. So I'm really excited, especially for that one. So I think I'm going to be reading that one first. That was a lot of talking. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me speed through the clothes here. So obviously these are not winter related, but I live in Florida and swimming is pretty normal mostly year round. So I've got this really cute Shade and Shore set. I love a high-waisted bottom, and I just really liked, one, the vibrancy of this kind of Cali green color, but two, also the crisscross detailing on the front of the bra as well as on the side panels of the bottoms. So I absolutely loved that. And then one pieces are generally what I tend to wear, so I really loved this one by Shade and Shore as well. Kona Soul is normally my go-to brand for Target, but I tried these on and I love the way these fit as well. So I'm definitely going to be checking out their section more often. Then we have A New Day piece. You know, that's my favorite clothing brand there. Pretty much bounce back and forth between Universal Thread and A New Day. I thought this Barbie bubblegum pink dress would be so pretty for spring especially. So absolutely loved that. Now moving on to more sensible winter clothing. I got this Joe Cool little cropped pullover at the same time that I got that Merry and Bright one, but I showed that in my Christmas haul. But I also picked up that one. Then from Universal Thread, I got these jeans that I have been loving. They are high-waisted and they have this seaming or stitching right down the center of the pant. So I think it adds a really cool detailing to the jeans themselves. And they're kind of like I would say, maybe mom or dad style jean where they don't flare necessarily, but they are more a straight leg. It's not a skinny jean. So I just liked that added a little bit of variety to my wardrobe, because pretty much what I wear pant wise is the Uniqlo jeggings. So that one just gives me a little bit of variety, like I said. Then I saw this and did not need it, but it was on sale. And I really liked this color. So it is a Levi's mint corduroy cropped button up with a little bit of a Sherpa neckline. And this was originally $100 and I got it for $75. But I just absolutely loved the mints. This is the kind of wintry stuff I like, where it's not necessarily, as I'm wearing all black today, all like blacks and really heavy dark colors. I do like adding those pops of lighter pastels and things when I can, just to brighten up that winter wardrobe. And then the very last thing I wanted to show you was from Uniqlo. So my husband and I got these when we were at Disney Springs. That same day we were getting last minute stocking stuffers for mom. But they have this like fuzzy collection out right now. So I got these fuzzy pants that do taper in at the ankles, which I need because as a 5'2" person, most of the pants that are made for brands are not made for 5'2" people, so they always pull on me. So when I have this, I know that they're gonna at least cinch in where they're supposed to be, and then yes, I'm gonna have a little bit of like bagging above that, but they won't pull around my feet. So I absolutely love those. And I got it to match specifically. They have an entire collegiate collection right now. You guys know how I feel about that as a teacher. So I picked up this Mickey collegiate pullover. It's got the like Letterman letters that spell Mickey, and then has him in his football uniform that has the 1928 on the football there, which is so, so cute. And then I got Abel a Huey, Dewey, Louie rowing one with sweatpants as well, so we match. And then take me back to the 80s because I got a pair of leg warmers. I actually saw these on one of the models in Uniqlo, or mannequins, I guess. It wasn't a person, so one of the mannequins. And I was like, okay, I feel like I could make those cute. I feel like I need to try them out. So they had this really pretty gray color, which is the kind that was on the mannequin and the kind that I ended up purchasing. But they also had, I want to say like a brown or something. I just stuck with the gray. I'm going to find a way to make those work. But that is my winter haul. That's everything I picked up over the past couple of months that is not Christmas related. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.